age. It seems relatively straightforward for most places of the world. You are born at a certain date, and every single time that date passes, you become 1 year older. But alas, it is not so easy for those who live in South Korea. So how does South Korea calculate age? And why might all South Koreans be getting a year younger? Now, Korea does not just have one way of calculating age, but 3. There is the international system, which works how you might expect. Every single time your date of birth passes, you become 1 year older. Then there is the year-date method, which has everyone becoming 1 year older every January 1st. This system has its uses in areas that cover a large percentage of the population, such as mandatory military training. And finally, there is the Korean age. Now, this age is not uniquely Korean and was actually used in much of East Asia, but Koreans remain the last peoples to use this system. It has every single person being born at the age of 1 and then gaining a year every January 1st. This means that not only can you have 3 ages at the same time, but if you were to give birth to a baby at 11:59 at night on December 31st, in the span of 2 minutes of existing, that baby will be 2 years old. Now, of course, the country of Korea is not about to turn back time, as that is, as far as we know, impossible. So what's changing? The team of South Korea's new president has stated their intentions to remove the other 2 systems and follow the rest of East Asia and the world in using the international age system. Not only will this simplify things for everyone, but it actually can clear up some legal confusion. According to Representative Lee Young-ho of the transition team, due to the different calculations of legal and social age, we have experienced unnecessary social and economic costs from persistent confusion and disputes over calculating age when receiving social, welfare, and other administrative services or signing or interpreting various contracts. And to be fair, there has been a lot of confusion around these different age systems, especially in the society of South Korea, where age is very influential. For example, you would not consider someone your friend unless they are the same age as you, and you would not typically use the first name of someone older than you. The pandemic actually gave a great example of the confusion of calculating age in 2 different ways. The Korean government rolled out a vaccine passport system for all people ages 12 and up using the Korean system. But in order to get vaccinated, the recipient must be 12 years and up using the international system. So, there were people in South Korea who had yet to turn 12 years old using the international system, but were 12 years old using the Korean system. So the vaccine passport applied to them, but they couldn't get vaccinated. This essentially locked them out until they were 12 years old using the international system. So will the change actually happen? Well, even though the new way of counting age, or I suppose the normal way of counting age for the rest of the world, may seem simple, it might not actually work. Allah wanted to do something similar to this in 2019, but it failed. Allah wanted to do something similar to this in 2021, but it also failed. So this is the 3rd time in 4 years that lawmakers in Korea are trying to change the way people count age. Now, to be fair, this 3rd try has support from the newly elected government, while those other 2 were from single lawmakers. Now, just because the government changes something doesn't mean all of society will follow. And it's hard to tell if all South Koreans will change the way they calculate age. If you enjoyed this video or found it informative, please consider clicking some of the buttons below to support Shattering News with Ezra. Or, you know, instead of doing this, they could just invent time travel.